Welcome back, 111. We're now continuing on with the spinal cord. There's two parts in your lab packet, the one that just looks at some of the spinal cord features, and then the second part which looks at the spinal cord features plus the sympathetic chain features. So I'm going to combine them and make one video. So here we are looking at this model again from the anterior view. So this is the front of the patient here, and that's the back of the patient behind. So just turning it on its side and bringing it in closer, I want to point out number 7 and number 8. So remember that this is the anterior or ventral side, this is the dorsal side, so this would be the dorsal nerve root, number 8. You can tell on this model because it's towards the dorsal side. There's the back of the vertebral column, so there's number 8. So of course this is the ventral root of the spinal nerve. If we turn it slightly and tilt it, there you can see number 9, this swelling that both Dr. Debbie and Dr. Z talked about, the dorsal root ganglion, which contains the cell bodies of the sensory neurons. So 7, ventral root, 8, dorsal root, 9, dorsal root ganglion. 10 is where both the ventral and dorsal root come together to make a mixed spinal nerve. So this contains both sensory and motor portions of the nerve. And then we go just a slight distance out. Here's number 11. This would be the ventral root of the spinal nerve that then comes around to the front of the body. So that's number 11, called ventral ramus of the spinal nerve. And then there's number 12. Turn it a little bit on its side. There's number 12. So that's the dorsal ramus of the spinal nerve. So this would course around to the dorsal side and innervate the muscles in the back, whereas this ventral one comes around to the front and innervates muscles and structures in the front. Standing it upright again here, and I'm going to turn it slightly to its side, you can start to see the sympathetic trunk with its structures connecting the mixed spinal nerve to the sympathetic trunk. It's a little hard to read these numbers, but this is number 13 and this is number 14. And these are the ramus communicans. They are part of the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system that connect the mixed spinal nerve to the sympathetic trunk here. So this is the sympathetic trunk. 15 right here shows you the sympathetic chain ganglion. And then 16 is the interganglionic branch, so the portion that connects each ganglion together. So that will complete all the structures that you need to know on this thoracic vertebra spinal cord model. So again, ventral root, dorsal root ganglion, mixed spinal nerve, ventral ramus of the spinal nerve to come around to the front, dorsal ramus to go around the branch, the ramus communicans, 13 and 14, gray and white, they connect the mixed spinal nerve to the sympathetic trunk, 15, the sympathetic chain ganglion, and 16, the interganglionic branch.